Welcome back to my channel. Chris Jericho is the mystery attacker, and his confrontation with Cody Rhodes proves this is personal. The wrestling world just got turned completely upside down, and the shockwaves are still being felt across every corner of the industry because this revelation isn't just unexpected, it is catastrophic. Chris Jericho, the man who helped build AEW from scratch, the man who publicly vowed loyalty to Tony Khan, the man who repeatedly insisted he would never return to WWE under any circumstances, has now been unmasked as the hidden assailant who has been terrorizing the WWE locker room for 3 relentless months. And the moment Cody Rhodes confronted him backstage on Monday Night Raw made it painfully clear that this entire situation has nothing to do with business or pride or creative differences. This is pure, burning personal vengeance. Jericho's resentment toward Cody didn't form overnight. It has been simmering for years under the surface, waiting for the right moment to explode, and when the footage aired exposing him, it sent both fans and wrestlers into a state of disbelief. All night long, Raw had been hyping the reveal. Adam Pearce told everyone that he finally had conclusive evidence identifying the attacker, and the anticipation built with each passing segment. Then came the final moment. Pearce announced that WWE's tech team had enhanced footage from last week's backstage assault. And when the video played on the Titantron, every jaw in the arena dropped. Clear as daylight, after removing his black mask, stood Chris Jericho. Not a lookalike, not a decoy, not a trick. It was Jericho, the self-proclaimed Ocho, the supposed backbone of AEW. The crowd exploded in disbelief and outrage, because Jericho had spent the past 6 years reinventing himself in AEW, preaching loyalty, mocking WWE's system, and presenting himself as the beating heart of Tony Khan's brand. Yet here he was, caught red-handed assaulting WWE wrestlers while still actively appearing on AEW programming. His deception wasn't some spur-of-the-moment decision. It was calculated and long-term. Jericho had been living a double life. And the most disturbing part wasn't the footage itself, but what came after. Raw immediately cut backstage where Jericho stood waiting in a dim hallway, hands in his pockets, wearing a smug, satisfied smirk like a man who wanted to be seen. He wasn't concerned. He wasn't panicking. He was waiting for Cody Rhodes. And Cody came storming in with fury in his eyes, practically shaking with rage. When Cody got in his face demanding answers, demanding to know why Jericho would betray him, betray their history, betray everything they built together, Jericho didn't deny anything. He didn't pretend it was a misunderstanding. Instead, he unleashed the truth that had been festering inside him. Jericho accused Cody of abandoning him, abandoning AEW, abandoning the mission they started together. He accused Cody of taking an offer-the-moment WWE dangled a dream in front of him. He claimed Cody left him stranded on a failing ship while Cody walked into WWE and immediately succeeded. And when Jericho said that watching Cody win the WrestleMania main event, watching Cody become WWE champion, watching Cody receive the respect Jericho claims he never got, was the final straw, it became obvious that this wasn't about AEW versus WWE. This was about one man's envy of another's rise. Cody fired back, calling Jericho pathetic for attacking people from behind, calling him a desperate has-been refusing to accept the reality of age and obscurity, telling him that Jericho's problem wasn't Cody's success, it was Jericho's inability to evolve without tearing others down. And when Jericho shoved Cody against the wall, forcing security to intervene, he delivered a chilling warning promising to destroy Cody's reign and take the championship from him. And that's where everything changed. Because now the world understood just how long Jericho had been planning this. The attacks began 3 months earlier, meaning Jericho had been slipping into WWE arenas undetected for weeks at a time. This raised a terrifying question. How had Jericho gained access to secure WWE facilities? WWE buildings are heavily guarded, credentialed, protected at every entry point. So someone had to be helping him. And rumors began swirling immediately. Many insiders suspect Paul Heyman, given his long history with Jericho and his backstage influence. If Heyman really assisted Jericho's covert attacks, the fallout would be career-shattering. But Jericho's motive extends far deeper than backstage politics. Jericho's AEW run had become a cycle of reinventions, some brilliant, some desperate, as younger talent passed him by. He watched his star fade. He watched the audience cheer louder for new faces. And then Cody left AEW and soared to heights Jericho never reached during his own WWE prime. While Jericho clung to relevance in AEW, Cody became the face of the biggest wrestling company in the world. Cody achieved the one thing Jericho never did, the storybook WrestleMania coronation as the unquestioned top guy. That destroyed Jericho internally. And this is why every attack Jericho committed was intentional, targeted, symbolic. Kevin Owens, Cody's closest friend. Seth Rollins, the mentor who pushed Cody to his limits. Sami Zayn, the man who supported Cody during his war with the Bloodline. Jericho wasn't attacking WWE. He was dismantling Cody's support system piece by piece. The strategy was psychological warfare. The execution was cowardly, attacking from behind, blindsiding people in empty hallways, using weapons, ensuring nobody could fight back. Jericho's legacy as one of the greatest wrestlers ever is now drenched in the stench of pettiness and insecurity. Meanwhile, AEW has been thrust into chaos. Tony Khan now looks incompetent for not realizing his top star was vanishing from AEW tapings to secretly work for WWE. Jericho violated every clause in his contract. And yet, fans know Khan's history, his struggles to discipline his biggest names. Many believe he won't fire Jericho. Meanwhile, WWE now faces its own moral dilemma. They could press charges for trespassing and assault. But the sad reality is that WWE sees money before ethics. They likely see Jericho versus Cody as a WrestleMania dream match that could break records. Wrestling has become a business where real misconduct gets repackaged as storyline entertainment. And wrestling fans are divided between those who think Jericho's heel turn is brilliant and those who recognize the very real betrayal behind it. Jericho's hypocrisy is staggering. After years of bashing WWE, claiming AEW was the righteous alternative, claiming loyalty to Tony Khan, he betrayed everything the moment his ego felt threatened. And Cody Rhodes is now stuck dealing with a man consumed by resentment, a man willing to attack not just opponents but friends, allies, and innocent bystanders simply to hurt Cody emotionally. Cody now carries the burden of being champion while constantly watching his back, unsure when Jericho will strike again. This isn't just a wrestling feud. It's psychological warfare, fueled by years of fractured friendship. So, now we reach the most important questions. Should Tony Khan fire Jericho immediately for breaching his contract? Should WWE refuse to hire Jericho and instead pursue legal action? Should the wrestlers Jericho attacked sue him personally? Should fans boycott any company that rewards Jericho's behavior? Should Cody refuse to work with him altogether? Opinions vary, but one thing I